All right, the next step up the ladder is gonna be the deadlift, but the kettlebell deadlift. And again, we've customized the height of the handle to the individual in front of us in real time. This is as simple as putting some plates or some boxes underneath the load and simply managing the height of the handle. Now I've elevated this to 13 inches, which is exactly what Chad showed me. Unloaded, he can handle with no unwanted rotation and great pillar stability. The setup can be unique to the individual as well as foot positioning goes. If we wanted to pull with more of a hybrid stance today, we could. If we wanted to pull with more of a sumo stance, we could. Now, from here, we normally want the handle of the kettlebell to be in line with center of mass. So if I cut Chad's foot in half, that's where I want to line up the handle of the kettlebell. This allows him to keep the bell as close to center of mass as possible so that we're not reaching forward as we go to pull this kettlebell off the ground. From there, he's going to establish his starting lockout position. So let's get the hands in front as if we're going to reach for this kettlebell. Let's co-contract down. So now we've locked this position in. We get nice and tall. We get the adductors and glutes rocking. From there, we're gonna use a pure hinge strategy to get down. He's gonna dive with the head following the hips until he grabs the belt. Before you have your athletes lift off, it's important that you maybe run some iso holds from here. Can they establish the position without falling over and making sure that they've locked that out? From here, he's gonna push through the floor, keeping pillar stability and going into that lockout position with a bottoms up approach. Once you lock it out, again, establish that they're maintaining good pillar stability, good rooted feet, and then you're gonna hinge that thing down back to the starting point of 13 inches like he demonstrated a perfect spinal position from. Again, this ensures that we maximize trainability while minimizing joint stress. Just because it's a kettlebell doesn't mean we can't load it hard and heavy. Let's get Chad to do it one more time. Lock the position in, hinge, 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 hinge. Once you get there, again, hard, firm grip because that's in contact with the load. Co-contraction with the shoulders above the hips with the vertical shin. The load is in line with the armpit. From there, we're gonna leg press. Once it gets in his glute bridge, and then he'll RDL it back down. So I like to push through the floor with a leg press, glute bridge, RDL. Beautiful work. All right, the kettlebell deadlift is an excellent movement for priming the hinge. You can work it also by adding bands, also by adding different tempos, techniques, iso holds. There's a million different ways to skin the cat, but the deadlift with the kettlebell is one of those low-hanging fruit that people are often not respecting.